Allman Brothers. Now, the Allman Brothers Band, I should say. Now, I've heard of them before. Don't know how, don't know why. I think maybe somebody referenced them in like a conversation or something, but I have heard of the Allman Brothers. So I guess it's finally time to figure out who they are and what they're all about. Y'all know we got to do some research, so here we go. They were an American rock band formed in Jacksonville, Florida in 1969 by brothers Duane Allman. I don't know why I'm struggling with that name. Duane. Duane. I think it's Duane. Duane Allman, founder, slide guitar, and lead guitar, and Greg Allman, vocals, keyboard, songwriting, as well as Dickie Betts, lead guitar, vocals, songwriting, Barry Oakley, bass, Butch Trucks, drums, and Johnny Jamo Johansson, okay, drums. Subsequently based in Macon, Georgia, they incorporated elements of blues, jazz, country music, and their live shows featured jam band style improvisation, and instrumentals. Their first two studio releases, the Allman Brothers Band and Idlewild South, both released by Capricorn Records, stalled commercially, but their 1971 live release at Fillmore East was an artistic and commercial breakthrough. Jesus. It features extended versions of their songs in memory of Elizabeth Reed and Whipping Post, showcasing the group's jamming style. Group leader Duane Allman was killed in a motorcycle accident later that year on October 29th, 1971, and the band dedicated Eat a Peach to his memory, a dual studio and live album that cemented the band's popularity and featured Greg Allman's Melissa and Dickie Betts' Blue Sky. Following the motorcycle death of bassist Barry Oakley 1 year and 13 days later, on November 11th, 1972, Jesus Christ, the group recruited keyboardist Chuck Leavell and bassist Lamar Williams for 1973's Brothers and Sisters. The album inducted Betts' hit single Ramblin' Man and instrumental Jessica, which went on to become classic rock radio staples and placed the group at the forefront of 1970s rock music. Internal turmoil overtook them soon after as the group dissolved in 1976, reformed briefly at the end of the decade with additional personnel changes, and broke up again in 1982. The band reformed once more in 1989, releasing a string of new albums and touring heavily. A series of personnel changes in the late 1990s were capped by the departure of Betts. The group found stability during the 2000s with bassist Otel Burbridge and guitarist Warren Haynes and Derek Trucks, the nephew of the original drummer, and became renowned for their month-long string of shows at New York City's Beacon Theater each spring. The band retired for good in October 2014 after their final show at the Beacon Theater. Butch Trucks died of a self-inflicted gun. Oh, Jesus. Greg Allman died from complications arising from liver cancer. Dickie Betts died April 18th, 2024. Jesus. That was 8 days ago. The band was awarded 7 gold and 4 platinum albums and was inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame in 1995. Rolling Stone ranked them 52nd on their list of 100 greatest artists of all time in 2004. Oh, all right. Had a little bit of depression in there, a little bit of positivity, a little bit of darkness. That was a lot. Man. Well, today's song is called Midnight Rider. Again, I've never heard of the Allman Brothers, but gosh, that was a lot. Their story almost kind of reminded me of Leonard Skinner a little bit, just a little bit. Jeez. Okay, well, let's get into this. And it's crazy because based off of what I just read, it doesn't seem like their run. Again, they stopped, started, but it doesn't look like they had that long of a run. But I would they're in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. I would classify it as legends. 7 gold and 4 platinum albums. I think that's pretty legendary to me. But let's hear what they're all about. Midnight Rider, the Allman Brothers Band. Excuse me. It's funny I just mentioned Leonard Skinner. They're like a blend of CCR and Leonard Skinner to me. I really love this. And I'm going to assume this is doing singing lead right here. I love how he sings the end of that. Deep on Midnight Rider. I really love that. I loved it. This is a vibe. That bass. Woo! Yeah, I like that. The bass and the drums stole the show for me, instrumentation wise. But the song is incredible. Midnight Rider. Oh no, he was just a founder, slide, and lead guitar. Okay, so that was Greg. I'm sorry, that was Greg. Or Dickie. Let's find out. Let me stop guessing. Midnight Rider. I really love that. That was a vibe. And I'm gonna keep on running. Okay. It was the second single from their second studio album, Out of Wild South, released on Capricorn Records. The song was primarily written by vocalist Greg Allman, who began composing it at a rented cabin outside Macon, Georgia. He enlisted the help of roadie Robert Kim Payne to complete the song's lyrics. He and Payne broke into Capricorn Sound Studios to complete a demo of the song. That's crazy. Speaking of dedication, boy, they broke into the studio to make the demo. While the original Allman Brothers release of the song did not chart, Midnight Rider was much more successful in cover versions. Greg Allman's solo version of the song, released in 1973, was its biggest chart success. It was a top 20 hit in the US and Canada. A cover by Jamaican singer Paul Davidson represented its biggest peak in the United Kingdom, where it hit number 10. Country artist Willie Nelson also recorded a version of the song that peaked at number 6 on US country charts. Allman felt free to smoke marijuana with no police around, which contributed to his writing at the cabin. Its genesis was quick. The song came to him out of nowhere, and he completed a rough draft just over an hour of writing. He found himself stuck on the song's third verse, which he regarded as an especially important component of the song. It's kind of an epilogue to the whole thing he later wrote. In the middle of the night, he went to roadie Kim Payne, who was keeping watch over the band's warehouse where they kept their equipment. Payne helped him write the first 2 lines of the third verse. We were getting high, and honestly, he was starting to irritate me because he was singing this song over and over, and I got sick of hearing the band play the same shit over and over again until they got it right, Payne later recalled. So I just threw out the line, I've gone past the point of caring. Some old bed I'll soon be sharing. Thankful for Payne's help, Allman told him he would give him a percentage of its royalties should it become a success. Payne was not originally listed as a songwriter on the song, so he later had Allman contact Phil Walden to produce a contract that allowed him 5% of his Oh man, I love these guys already. That's so dope. Oh man, shout out to Greg. That was Greg who did this, right? Shout out to, oh man, I love him already. I don't even need to read no more. So, and I feel like because so often recently, I've just been reading a lot about, studio musicians and backup singers and people just not getting their credit and their money and their royalties. To hear that, a band did the complete opposite and did the right thing. I shouldn't be amazed and celebrating this, but I'm so happy to hear that. That's incredible. I'm so happy about that. Honestly. That felt so good to read. Like that I couldn't even believe it. Whoa! Joe Cocker has a version? Uh-oh. We might need to react to that. Joe Cocker. And Joe Cocker's version hit number 27 on the Billboard Hot 100. Uh-oh. We might have to hear that. Allman wanted to record it immediately, but had no keys to the Capricorn Sound Studios, which was adjacent to the warehouse. They phoned both producer Johnny Sadlin and Paul Hornsby, who told us, "Go to hell, come back in the morning," according to Payne. Intent on recording the song, Allman and Payne broke into the building, with Payne smashing a window on a door to allow him to unlock it. After managing to turn on the recording console and microphones, Allman recorded a demo by himself on acoustic guitar. Unable to find the band members, he enlisted friend Twiggs Linden to perform bass guitar on a rough demo, though Linden did not know how to play the instrument. Oh, Greg was not playing. He was going to get this done. Shout out to Greg. Or do it. Is this doing all of this, or Greg? Nah, I done messed up and forgot. Greg, gotcha. This is Greg. Okay. Allman instructed him to play the bass line he had envisioned, and Linden practiced it multiple times to prepare. He later found Allman Brothers drummer Jamo, and had him perform congas on the demo. In the final studio recording, Dewan Allman plays acoustic guitar, as he had studio experience to produce a nice acoustic sound. Greg Allman called it the song I'm most proud of in my career. It better be. He broke it entering. I mean, he essentially committed a crime to make this song. But I'm so happy and proud about that story about giving his roadie credit and royalties for this song. I mean, that's so dope. I can't even put enough emphasis on it. That's incredible. I love everything about that story, honestly. Listen, man, I'm sold on the Allman Brothers. We only heard one song. I'm sold. This one story and one song. Midnight Rider. Love this. That was fire. Can't wait to hear more. Y'all gotta let me know what else from the Allman Brothers I need to check out, man. And I'm definitely gonna check it out. This was fire. Fire. And I definitely want to hear the Joe Cocker version. And I wouldn't even mind hearing the Willie Nelson version. But y'all let me know what else from the Allman Brothers band I need to check out. As always, like, comment, and subscribe. I appreciate y'all for watching. Until next time, with the Allman Brothers band. Peace.